He was sitting in the stands with his girlfriend watching the game. Suddenly, I want to bet for fun. I saw a beautiful girl get up and leave. Nikki said to bet. Let's see how many men will follow in her footsteps. Can I join your game? The couple didn't think much of that either. I agree. It's a $10 bet anyway. Just for fun. The beautiful girl slowly walked out of the audience. 3 people just look and count. See how many people turn their heads. The answer is 7 people. Jess was the closest guess, so she won. Bearded guy, happy to give money and offer to play another game. This time they bet on which team would make the mistake first. Jess heard the bet. Because she doesn't know anything, so tell Nikki to play with him. Who expected this bearded guy to raise the bet to $1,000? Nikki didn't even start counting money. But before the count was done, the referee whistled. Nikki correctly guesses the foul. That's $1,000 in your pocket. The beard saw that and immediately demanded an increase on whether to move the ball or run the ball. Nikki felt he was a little bloody, but I didn't refuse. The bearded man chose to run the ball. When the whistle goes off, the player leads the ball. So Nikki lost $5,000. This game loses that game. That's a loss of $4,000. So Nikki wanted to stop just in time to take Jess out for coffee. But the bearded man had just tasted victory. He still wants to play. This is also a VIP. People who get in here are rich. There's some $10,000 with them still playing. So under the persistent insistence of the bearded man, Nikki agreed to play one more game. $10,000 this time. See if the pass is successful or not. The bearded man chose to pass the ball. Clearly he won this game. Losing $10,000 made Nikki a little unhappy. He hesitated for 3 seconds. And then I'll turn around and say $50,000. Jess was a little surprised to hear that. Now it's Nikki's turn to get carried away. Match results. It's the opposite of what he said. $50,000, just don't give it to the bearded guy. Stood up and advised me. Go now because the money is losing too fast. I can't believe Nikki. Think for a second. Then he turns around and says $100,000. The bearded man was sarcastic. He didn't have enough money. Soon I saw Nikki pull out a bunch of cash. The bearded man is not only unsatisfied. It's even more exciting. This time Nikki chose to pass the ball unsuccessfully. 2 people look at the TV screen. His pass perfect. Bet all 1 million. Nikki was too bloody to decide. He took the poker deck. Next to Giadine, comparing a game of winning, the bearded man is on his way to victory. To him right now, Nikki is nothing more than a cash machine. That's not a bit. Hesitated, he pulled out $1 million. The bearded man flipped out 5 leaves. Nikki only needs to turn a card bigger than 5 to win. The probability is already very high. I thought I had the victory in my hand. Nikki confidently flipped his cards, who expected 3 checkered cards. Nikki's a stiff throat. I was going to lose $4,000 for fun. Now we've lost over $1 million. Nikki was helpless to pull Jess away, who expected the beard. Wants another stab. I'm sorry, buddy. That's how it ends when you play with the master. Nikki came back and told him, let's play another $2 million game. He told the bearded guy, using binoculars to select a player on the field. If you guess the player's shirt number, you win. If you hear that, the bearded man is stupid. Isn't this giving away money? I really consider myself a saint. As soon as he hesitated, I don't know if Nikki cheated. Nikki said, let Jess guess this time. When Jess heard that, her eyes were an O. The bearded man was overjoyed. Some people give themselves money anyway. Why don't you take it? When finished, pick up the binoculars and select. Jess was mad. She had absolutely no idea what Nikki was up to. This game is strange to guess. I can't believe you're going to be protected. Stop. And then there was a dispute between the two sides. After a bit of noise, Jess calmed down. Nikki told Jess to pick some based on her feelings. Don't care about anything else. The bearded man quickly found his target. Next, it's Jess's turn to guess it's the country. Jess picked up her binoculars and started searching. I know how many shirts. How to guess it. What the bearded guy likes, how old is. You're completely blind. Isn't that a guess? While Jess searches everywhere, suddenly she saw a familiar figure. That fat guy in number 55 is your friend. He's not a player. How did he get in here? It's a little surprising, but Jess knew this was a trap. No. 55 is not. No, it's impossible. I can't believe you did that. I guess that's right. That's right. You're right. I'm right. Just couldn't react in time. It feels like I'm dreaming. Even if her friend wears number 55. Then how can Nick be sure that the bearded guy... Will you choose the right number 55? But that doesn't matter anymore. This game is not just about getting one another back. $1 million. 2 of them carried 2 bags of cash. Happy to leave the field. Get in the car, and Nikki will explain it to Jess. They've actually been following this rich guy for a long time. This bearded guy is famous in the upper class. He's a gambling addict. Every game wants to play. So Nikki had the team plan ahead. He knows he's going to the game today, so as soon as he walked out of the hotel, Nikki's group has begun manipulating his subconscious. There is the number 55 on the employee's lapel pin. Security as he left the hotel. It is also number 55. Near the stadium, the sign. The road is also number 55. I even deliberately let him see the fat guy first. In addition to visual impact, there's also a hearing implant. Nicky had his teammates choose a song called The Menu. There are 124 sounds in this song. That sounds almost like 55. It's been injected into the subconscious. Plus 1 over $1 million. The bearded guy is almost acting on emotion. I think that's my lucky number. Jess doesn't know anything about this, so all of her expressions are real reactions. From beginning to end, there is no doubt. When Nicky finished explaining, Jess saw him. It's so divine, but you don't know that. You're the one who's been planning the longest. A few days ago, Nicky was held by a man in bed. He's got a gun to his head. Next to him is Jess, someone he just met. It's clear that Nicky is being framed, but Nicky didn't flinch. He said he didn't have any money. If you want to shoot, shoot. The other guy heard that and knew he'd met a pro. In fact, he's right. These cheap tricks Nicky's been playing for a long time. That's what he plays. It's because he noticed Jess's talent. Jess still doesn't understand what's going on. I can't get any money from Nicky, so the guy goes looking for another prey. Who knew Nicky was following her? He spoke directly to Jess that she had a natural talent. You should improve your cheating skills in this way. They can feed for a long time. Nicky even told her she was the third generation in a deceptive master family. Every trick is in the palm of your hand. Jess heard that and immediately pulled out the money to study. He quickly lost Jess's ring, then pulled her around in the watch. There are no wings to fly, waiting for her to put the watch in her bag. The ring returned to Nicky. It's not time for Jess to recover. Nicky turned around and threw her wallet. Don't forget the gym card, of course, the core of the tricks. This is blatantly a distraction. He's distracting me here, but get your stuff here. If I walk over here, you won't slap me. Why, if you know where my hands are? I must have slapped you with just a few simple movements. Nicky made Jess completely convinced. He's not in a hurry to pull. Jess, get in the group now and say goodbye to her. A few months later, Nicky rented a place in New Orleans to recruit more members and start working. As expected, Jess came to him. This is actually an interview. Is also to see, does Jess really want to join the team? After Jess joined, Nicky let the leader take her out. Today there's a masquerade. It's a good time for Jess to warm up. Jess asked for directions with a map. Team members take the opportunity. Stealing Kier's camera lens, and a teammate deliberately bumped into a pedestrian. Jess walked behind and took the wallet. It was easy to eat, so Jess got bolder. She uses chopsticks. Within a second I had my wallet in someone else's bag. Nicky's upstairs watching her performance. Tell your team to calm down. There must be enough space for Jazz to flourish. That's free Jazz to show off his natural talent and how many things in front of Nick's eyes. Nicky was very pleased with Jess's performance. Take her to a bigger playground. You don't have to start doing anything, you just do it. You want to practice here quickly, not giving them time to react. If you talk to me in that voice, like your mother, then you're crazy. I'm a man. Why are you yelling at me? Nicky didn't explain anything to her, but let her be open to it. Eyes with high technology on the gambling table. Contact lenses see through the big guy over there dares to fight. The result was being sent back to the garden. In addition to the heinous tricks on the gambling table, there's also credit card service. After taking out the card from quickly transfer to your team, and then use a computer to steal and then put the card back in people's pockets until the owner knows that the money has been wiped clean. What's more, they even made fake ATM covers. Wait for people to withdraw the money. The fat guy will take off his cover. There will be the password information entered. Nicky gives people categories. Everything that is buried. Stolen credit cards can be used to purchase family gathered here. While visiting, Jess looked at a necklace. He decided to keep it for anyone who thought Nicky. For safety reasons, these have to be sold out. All the booty's going to the black market. Take the work for profit. You see a mountain of goods in front of you. Jess is completely conquered by Nicky. Then her studies are going up. It's also understandable. The next day, Jess and the fat guy were talking at the rich house. Conversation is not the main purpose of the two of them. Okay, are you ready? Then Frank, oh my God, somebody came to help me. Please hurry up and save Jess and start acting. They'll find someone to help us move on. The whole damn team started on a mission, just acting and crocheting things. The value of good rich people. Then one by one, hand by hand, they put away a little gap. The play is over. They're getting in the ambulance that's ready. Run away from the scene. A thief is not scary. It's a whole gang of thieves. Moreover, they also coordinate high-level tricks. Evening a celebration party is held. Nicky toasts to all of us. It took them a week. Earn a comma of $2 million in interest lines. Tomorrow the group will disperse on the spot. All documents will be destroyed. After everyone gets home, we'll receive the transfer interest immediately. That's how Nicky works. No treatment. No one would take the risk to eat. However, the core members, I know Nikki still has unfinished business. They gave Nikki $2 million in cash, and then in front of Jess. Don't take it to gambling. So the next day, took the money. Jess enters the stadium's VIP and he gave it to Jess. Open your eyes with a fantastic performance. How to make $1 million in minutes. Jess, I thought I was Nikki's official girlfriend. That's why he brought you on this mission. But actually from the very beginning, Nikki approached Jess because of today's play. It's done now. So Nikki doesn't want to mess around anymore. He gave $80,000 to Jess. Then say goodbye again. You're not kidding. Take her to the airport. I'm not going to the airport. Can you tell me what's going on? I'm sorry, you did great. What happened after all? Answer me. Jess turned her head and tears filled her eyes. On the one hand, she really loved Nikki. On the other hand, $80,000 is too little. At the end of the mission, Nikki shredded the bearded guy for $1 million. Sitting behind Nikki also felt awkward. This job wants to last a long time. There's absolutely no feeling. It's been 3 years since we got out. A racing car crashed into a maintenance station in the lens. It seems that the money has burned almost all. Lunchtime. He's meeting the boss of a racing team called Garriga. His research team has developed a completely new algorithm in terms of fuel consumption. It's called Xer. With this system, his racing team has 80% chance of winning the championship. To raise 80% to 100%, Garriga needs Nikki to pose as her chief engineer. Then we had a fight. In this way, the opponent will get in on his own. Nikki just goes down the water, selling fake Xer to the enemy's Garriga team. Almost certainly champion. After success, Nikki will receive €1 million as much as the fake Xer sells. Nikki takes it all, because Garriga doesn't need a penny. Nikki says this task is too easy. It's not difficult. But Garriga's butler, I don't trust Nikki very much. He warned Nikki, if you dare to play anything, he'll be the first to shoot Nikki boobs. So Nikki came to the dinner party dressed up. After walking around the crowd, then Nikki's going to do a comeback with Garriga, who just was wearing a red dress, appeared from the stairs. See her and Garriga being intimate with each other. Nikki was stunned. His plan was completely turned upside down. Quickly reached out to Nikki. She said she washed her hands 3 years ago. I don't need to repeat. She is now living very happily with Garriga. And before she left, she told me, Nikki, don't tell Garriga that you two know each other, because Garriga doesn't know anything about her past. These words made Nikki bleed out of a glass of vodka. Nikki decided to make the agreed-upon play come true. This performance didn't just help Nikki because of jealousy, but also managed to attract the attention of the rival racing team. Nikki was thrown out by the guards like a drunk, but the rival racing team card too. The next day, Nikki was on time to meet the McLaren racing boss. He said he wanted to sell Garriga's show for €3 million and no bargaining. Racing car players, there's no shortage of money, so it is not long. They quickly went to the racetrack for testing. If you look at the data, the system is really useful. The boss laughed like a flower. Nikki spoke within 48 hours. We'll bring the entire software system. Finish talking and leave. Jess met the fat guy on the street. Nikki sent him to talk to Jess. Fat guy told Nikki to break up on the spot. It's really because of reluctance. He really likes Jess. I hope Jess gives him another chance. The fat man handed Jess a box. Inside, that's Jess's favorite necklace. The fat guy cleared the way first, so Nikki will be less shy. And this necklace Nikki kept before, not sold. It doesn't matter if you buy a new one. The important thing is that Jess was touched. I can't believe this scammer anymore, but in my heart it's super. And with Nikki Mafnoy, women can take advantage. Take advantage of the second time. Only this time, he really wanted to take Jessica away. Fast to trading day. Nikki is on time to bring the whole software. Give it to the McLaren team. A strong and obedient guy. Give him €3 million. But with Nikki's personality, you can't just eat once. He secretly copied the entire system. They sold it to all the racing teams. For every handshake, there's millions more. In my pocket, not until match day. The teams wouldn't know which team. There is also this. It was so expensive that Nikki grinned. In just one day, he made $10 million. Nikki didn't leave the hotel at night. He texted Jess. As long as Jess gets there on time, you'll be far away immediately. But Nikki couldn't hear the knock. Just as he was about to give up, Jess showed up. We don't have time either. Long to leave now. But there's a big guy shopping right now. Previously on the McLaren team, it was he who gave €3 million to Nikki. He's actually the inside man of the Garriga. He doesn't just know. Nikki sold the software to all the racing teams, but Garriga told Nikki to sell fake software. Who suspects? He's selling all the real software to people. And then he wears it. Bitch came in and sped into Nick's car. After the impact, the strong guy was almost on Nikki, and Jess became good prey. All the cash is placed in front of the Garriga. Nikki and Jess are tied up. Garriga also felt helpless. If it's fake software, it doesn't matter how many teams you sell to. This is real software. Euro 40.0. Garriga's research money is like pouring the river into the sea. The most important thing is that Garriga doesn't get the real software that was encrypted. Nicky was determined not to open his teeth. Angry, squeezing Jess looked at Jess about to choke. And I can't take it anymore. I have to say he took advantage of Jess. Jess is now Garriga's girlfriend. So he took advantage of that. Make Jess resume old love. Just identify. If Jess still loves me, this will work. Because in that necklace that Jess, it comes with a special chip. Just Garriga opened software in-house. He can steal Garriga's password and copy the entire data. After hearing these words, Jess shed tears. But Garriga and company laughed like the season. Garriga admitted that the story was made up to make sense, but he still doesn't believe because Jess wasn't his girlfriend at all. Garriga is not my boyfriend. I barely knew him. What is it about her being a digger? What's going on? What's going on, Jess? I'm just going to steal his watch. Don't tell me you're still stealing the watch. That's it. This is a $200,000 Prada Emperor. I've been following him for almost a week. Who expected you to show him? When you hear C say that, Nicky is extremely exhausted. Jess just stole the watch. I made Nicky jealous to get back at him. Now it's good that you're both arrested. Garriga doesn't want to be cheap anymore. He wants to know eventually, how did Nicky get the software? Nicky was about to open his mouth when suddenly, stand behind shooting. The bullet went straight through Nicky's chest. When I saw this scene, Garriga was horrified. Money can be earned back, but what business is there if you kill someone? In a panic, he immediately fired the butler and rushed out of the warehouse. Jess watched Nicky get shot in the arm and leg. I can't believe the butler told you not to be afraid. The butler was Nicky's inside man. He is also Nicky's father. His bullet was accurate to avoid the heart and aorta, and just through one hole, the butler put a bandage on the wound. And then you put a big syringe in it, sucking blood out, creating stable cavity pressure. Soon after, Nicky miraculously came back to life. I have to say this is a real risk. I see a lot of money behind me. 3 people rushed out of the scene. Nicky is an orphan, so the butler, he raised him and taught him all skills required. The first rule is no feeling. But now it looks like Nicky's really in love with Jess. So the butler wasn't long. Take the 2 of them to the edge. Take all the money with you. Nicky didn't get a penny and almost died. In the end, it's like a fight. I have to say, the older the ginger, the more spicy it is. To the hospital, Nicky bent down and discovered the Garriga's watch. I don't know when it was in Jess's hands. Then both together smile. With this skill, no matter where you go, you're not afraid of starvation. Rated 4 stars. The value of a film lies in its reputation. The value of a movie review lies in the feeling. Today's story ends here. Thank you for watching the movie. How do you see this movie? Please comment below.